Okay folks, welcome back to Wintermute. Yes, you joined me pretty much where we left off at the end of the last video. We are here in the derailed rail car, which is our little safe haven across the middle of Forlorn Muskeg. We are making our way over to the final tower, the last of the towers that we need to go and have a look at. Temperature is at 3 degrees at the moment. We're actually in pretty good shape. I haven't lit a fire or anything in here just at the moment. I might just do a very short little fire with a stick. Just to warm myself up that little bit more before we go back out onto the final tower of the 3 that we need to access. Obviously one of them was blown over, but we fitted the components anyway. We've had our bear fight, and I suspect we may well get another one. I have a feeling that we've kind of done these in an different order to the way the devs intended us to, but I suppose that's the beauty of the long dark. It doesn't really matter. How much water have I got? I don't want to waste an opportunity to get water if we haven't got very much. Oh, we're alright, we've got plenty. Okay, we are slightly encumbered, but probably not enough to worry about. It's because we're carrying so many sticks. We're carrying 7 kilos of sticks. I've certainly been on the stick collection. So yeah, I'm just basically just going to get my temperature up. I left a little bit of a stash here. In fact, I might leave some of those sticks here just as a little extra. If I drop, oh, let's drop a dozen. That'll do. Oops, baker's dozen. There you are. That gets us under the encumberment as well, which obviously relieves our sprain risk. So we're all good. So I just want to get my temperature up. So just bear with me a sec. Let's get my temperature all the way to the top, and then we shall crack on. Okay, fire's gone out. Almost there. Not too far off. So we've left a few sticks behind, but let's crack on. I really do want to try and get this done. So, southeast tower, which is that one over there. So we're kind of going to have to skirt around the edge of the Muskeg, go down the side, and hopefully we'll find the tower up over on the far side. So let's head out. Now, obviously we were chased by some walls when we were coming the other way. Hopefully they've gone away. Appears we've done. Bit short on food, as we kind of have been most of the way through this playthrough, to be fair. We've managed to get this well-fed bonus by keeping our food up above the red line the whole way through, but I don't know how we've managed it, because we're very short of food. Certainly compared to my survival mode playthroughs, where I've never managed to hit that achievement, but I always seem to have more food, so I'm not quite sure how that's happened. But anyway, keep our eyes open for cattails. There's a couple over there. I'm going to grab those and cut the corner off as well. We should be able to walk across this bit. But there's the tower. Grab these cattails. They're keeping us good for tinder as well. Cattail heads are good tinder. Well, there's 4 of them. I'll have all 4 because I don't anticipate coming back to the Muskeg. So I'm not bothered about conserving supplies particularly. Okay, so we've got to work out how to get up to that tower. Same old problem that we've had before. The towers are always on the top of hills. We need to work out how to get up to them. I don't think it's this side, but I could be wrong. We are going to end up having to camp outside as well with this one. This tower looks in good condition. This one's intact. So I'm sort of just going to lean over to the left slightly and just see if there are any pathways. Mournful music plays, which always makes me nervous. Okay, no obvious pathways. I'll tell you what, the music in the Long Dark does set the scene incredibly well. It genuinely does make me very anxious. Well, there is a gnarly tree, so let's go and have a nosy over this way towards the gnarly tree, as I like to call them. See if there's any pathways. No, I don't think there really is, not as I can see. I mean, that might be a route up. but it looks a bit too steep. Yeah, that's not a route up. Oh, it's going all misty. See, when the mournful type music starts to play, that usually means you've got some change in the environment coming up. On this occasion, it's the misty murkiness is overtaking us. So I'm going to grab these reishi mushrooms. Again, food source, always useful. Temperature-wise, we're actually alright at the moment. We're yeah, temperature-wise, we're alright. Oh, is there anything here? Can I go up this way? Oh, I can go up this way. Whether it's going to lead anywhere is another question. It's going to lead me to getting stuck. Okay, so let's go back. I'm barking up the wrong rock there. Right, let's come around this way then. Hopefully, that is this. Ooh. Okay, that's random. Why is there a random jar of peanut butter just sitting here in the middle of nowhere? Tell you what, I've got more mournful sound effects. I don't know whether you guys can hear them quite as well as I can. I'm wearing headphones, which obviously direct the sound a little bit more. I think also sometimes it's my neighbours I can hear on either side. I don't hear them particularly badly, but my neighbours on one side have a couple of little kids, and they do tend to run up and down the stairs, so you hear them running up and down the stairs, and when you're playing the Long Dark with headphones on, it makes you think a wolf or a bear is sneaking up on you. Oh, in fact, there is a wolf over there that we somehow managed to dodge. Okay. I'm going to work on the assumption then that we've got to go around the rock and follow those trees up that way. So that's where I'm headed. I'm also keeping myself alert to the possible other bear encounters. But I think all these sounds that I can hear that are making me a bit on edge are actually my neighbours, not anything in the game. So that's all good. A few more reishi mushrooms there. Yeah, we're definitely heading this way, aren't we? So I'm not going to grab every single one of them that I see, but I'm going to try and grab most of them. Now, we need to be heading up there. The trees are sort of pointing up that way. That again looks a little bit too steep, so I think we may have to... I think we're sort of broadly heading in that direction, but we've got to go around a little bit further. And there's a tree that goes over there as well, I don't know. Oh, the game stuttered, which always makes me nervous. I tell you what, the Long Dark really does set the scene. Anything that happens that's a little bit out of the ordinary, even if it is just the game saving or something like that, it makes you edgy. It really does. Okay, I don't know where that goes. I mean, there's a tree pointing there, which usually means there's something of note in that direction, but that's not the way we want to be going right now. We want to be going this way. I'm not going to grab those reishi mushrooms because I don't know what's over the hill. I'm fully expecting the bear to be around. I say I'm fully expecting the bear to be around. I'm sort of expecting the bear to be around. I think that one encounter we had at the last radio tower was a bit of a kind of one-off, if you like. Ah, there's the tower right up ahead. I'm going to try not to fall into the trap of just seeing my goal and running at it. That's the quickest way of running straight into something. There's a wolf howl. Okay, so we're going to keep trekking this way. Oh, nice little area. You see, I've never really explored Forlorn Muskeg. I've never really explored Forlorn Muskeg full stop, but I've definitely never really explored it in survival mode. I've only ever gone Okay, so the game is saving more frequently than it tends to, which makes me a bit anxious. Muskeg Overlook. Okay. Oh, hi!
Not this again.
I assume I need to get out the bear spear. How do I set the spear again? I can't remember. Like that. Okay, now the bad bit of news is I can't for the life of me remember. Because I know I had some major issues last time where I died quite a bit. I can't remember what did for me. Oh, wrong button! Oh, I missed it. I think that's what it is. I'm not getting in there fast enough. So I think this is a death, and we're going to have to do this again. Well, shucks. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so I suppose it's cheating slightly that I've already got the bear spear out in anticipation of this attack. Hi, bear.
Not this again.
He's determined, this bear, ain't he? He's not very friendly. Okay, so I think I figured this out. You have to get the bear spear down in time. If you're not fast enough, you will miss your opportunity. Okay, now I have an affliction. I need to get that sorted really, really quickly. It's all about timing. We need to get the spear down before the bear gets to us, but we also don't get it down too early or we run out of stamina. Okay, we still have an infection risk. Oh, I haven't got those converted into what's it. Okay, I'm going to have to use one of those. Let's use it quickly. Just give me a moment, will you? Got it in just in time. Just in time. Oh, okay, I think he's gone. That was 3. Yeah, he's gone.
The bear has an uncanny sense of timing.
Okay, let's just check, make sure we haven't got any other afflictions. We haven't, so we're all good. Let's get ourselves over to this tower then. I'm going to grab a few sticks on the way across. Oh, there's a backpack here as well. I know I'm encumbered, but...
I better take this food.
Okay, let's take that. Yeah. The reason that I'm wanting to grab some sticks is that I know I'm going to need a long fire here, so... Spot on. Okay, so bring the transponders...
I need to drop something.
Back to bring the what? Why am I bringing the transponders back to Jeremiah? I thought I was leaving them behind. Oh, I'm retrieving parts of... I forgot. Do you know what? I've got myself in a muddle there. I thought we were adding stuff to the towers. We're actually retrieving them and taking them back to Jeremiah. That's what we're doing. I got myself in a complete muddle there. Okay. Well, we've got some firewood here. Which is good. That's actually quite a nice little nook. That's probably a bit of a hint, actually, that we should be using this as a nice little protected area. Okay, so we're going to have to get through the night. No question about that. So let's get ourselves a fire lit. I'm going to follow best practice and put it outside of my little shelter. I'm going to be careful here, because I'm not going to be able to get out past this fire, so... although that said, we've got plenty of fire-starting materials, so we can relight it if we have to. Now, the only problem here I've just thought is I'm not going to be able to get my bedroll down in this space. I should be able to sneak past the fire. There we go.
Turned out pretty well.
Can I get my bedroll down in this space? Well, that sucks. My mistake. I didn't think that through very well, did I? Well, I could put it there. We should be safe. Okay, so let's get some fuel on this fire. Add 2 of those. I'm going to add 2 of those. I'm going to add that. And I'm going to add 6 to give me a 9-hour fire. So that's a 9-hour fire that we've got going. I'm then going to drink and eat. So I'm going to have probably that MRE. Might as well use the MRE. Boom. And then we drink some water. Perfect. And then we shall sleep for 9 hours. So this should get us through, pretty much through to most of the way into the following day. It's not quite going to get us all the way through. There we go. We are a big chunk of the way through the night. Let's bung a little bit more fuel on that fire. It's giving us another hour. It's giving us an hour and a half. I'm tempted just to duck around here and just make some more water. If we just see that. Pastime till ready. Pastime till ready. Take. And we'll do that again. So I'm just doing a litre of water. Of which one I'm going to drink. Ooh, okay. So we're actually now in really, really good shape. I'm going to just pick my thing back up again. I'm going to pick up my bedroll as well. Let me just sneak past that fire and just pop over to the overlook and have a quick nosy. We've got a little bit of a trek back down. It's not very clear, so I have a feeling we might be better off just hanging on here for a little bit longer. So I'm just going to go and get some more firewood. There should be some sticks and things not too far away. Relatively safe to grab. I do also have this deer. Oh, it's got no real meat on it, and I'm not bothering with crafting in Wintermute, so... Oh, I have got this fir limb. My fire will go out if I harvest that. But what the hell? Let's go for it. I can relight it, not a problem. Got plenty of fire starting materials, so let's just restart it. I'm just going to let this fire burn until we start getting a bit of daylight coming through, then we're going to head off. I'm just going to bung some of this fur on. The fur is good because it burns for a long time. Doesn't quite put so much heat out, but... Oh, that's a 3-hour fire that we've got going there. So I'm just going to duck down into my little nook. And we'll pass time for just 1 hour. Which should be getting us through to close to morning. Okay, we'll just pass time for another hour. There we go. That's got us through to morning. Now, the only slight problem that we have got is that it is very, very murky. So I am tempted just to bung my bedroll back down for an hour. Just so my fatigue level doesn't get too low. And hopefully it'll clear a little bit. Okay, let's grab a torch. And we'll leave that fire burning because there is no more benefit to it for us. We need to get moving, so let's get going. Now, there is a tree. If I just bring up the map, we're there. There is a tree that's pointing over here somewhere, but that's definitely not a route out that it's pointing us to. We need to go back round the way we came. I'm going to grab lots of sticks again because we've used most of them. So, sticks we want. Again, as always, I'm not going to go out of my way to get them. I'm just going to grab the ones that are immediately in my path. Waste energy going hunting for something that's quite plentiful. Just grab them when we see them. There's quite a lot of them here. Basically, I just want to make sure I've always got enough firewood to have a really decent long fire. When I'm a long way away from shelter. Obviously here on the Muskeg there is no man-made shelter, so I need to make sure I've got plenty of firewood so I can get a fire that lights all the way through the night, because I'm going to need it. If I'm camping outside, it will drop below freezing even with my bedroll, and I am going to need to keep a fire going the entire time I am asleep. So I need to make sure I've got plenty of firewood on me. Which we do, to be fair, because we've got fir, we've got... I think we've still got some cedar. Cedar is a very common wood in North America, but it's not very common in Europe. And certainly not in the UK anyway. Pine tends to be the most common around here. The pine forests of Wales, where I spend a lot of my time. That's an interesting little snippet there for you. Okay, so I'm going to wander back round to the tunnel leading back to Mystery Lake, and I shall see you there as the sun rises. Okay, so we're very nearly back to the tunnel. The mournful music has started playing and I can hear wolf howls, so I'm sort of anticipating something happening. So I'm sort of keeping my eyes open. It could just be. I think the mournful music tends to play when daybreak happens, but I'm just sort of keeping one ear open in case anything bad happens. I'm sort of half expecting to find the bear around pretty much every corner that I walk around. Oh, good so far. Back towards the tunnel. Don't know what we're going to find when we pop out the other end of the tunnel. I think I do quite like the way the bear has been kind of more interwoven into a longer portion of the story this time around. In the original version of Wintermute, yeah, the bear encounters were really quite annoying. You had to find the bear in one of several different locations and try and kill it with a rifle, and it was a pain in the neck. But I like the way it's been redone with these kind of scripted encounters where it's just cinematic and then bringing on these fights. And I assume that we're not going to be hunting it with the rifle this time, we're going to be hunting it with the spear. So it's taken a few hits from us. We'll see how that pans out later on in the story, because I think we're probably getting quite close to the end of this section of Wintermute now. It ended last time in the dam, so we'll see how things pan out this time. Okay, so we're leaving for Lord Muskeg, and we are heading back. Are we actually leaving for Lord Muskeg? Hi!
No, no!
Okay. I had no control there. I had no control there. I couldn't do anything. Oh, this isn't good. This is extremely very not good. Right. I don't know what happens now. Where are we?
Where am I? Holy shit. The bear, it's right there.
Have I got my... what one man can do. Okay.
Where the hell's that spear?
Avoid the bear, find the spear. Okay, I am going to say thank you very much for watching, because I really need to move to the next video. But in the next video, we are going to try this section of the game. I am going to pause very, very briefly there. That caught me on the hop. I wasn't expecting it. I was just about to wrap up the video for the end of this one. But thank you so much for joining me. Very dramatic turn right at the end of this video. We're going to carry on in the next one. We're going to see what we can do to evade this bear. But thank you as always for watching. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Check out the playlists for my other Long Dark content, as well as Don't Starve and a few other things hopefully in the pipeline as well. But until next time, when things could take a very dramatic turn, I shall see you again very, very soon.